Hey guys, welcome back to the Frugal Life with Mercedes. If you are new, welcome. I am Mercedes, and if you've been joining me for a while or are a subscriber, welcome back. Today I am going to talk about the no spend pantry freezer challenge that I said I was going to be doing. So today is March 4th. I'm not really sure when I'm going to get this video out, but it'll probably be a few days from now. So the no spend challenge did not go well. So something that I'm working on, so I am frugal, and that is a lifestyle, but I'm also human. So something that I struggle with, which I really try to encourage people not to follow, is sometimes I have a hard time when I see something on sale, I want it, whether I really need it or not. And so that's why, like, me being on a grocery budget is really important, because I justify purchases, which I'm sure a lot of people do. So that's something that I really wanted to work on for 2020, or just in my life. So for January and February, the no spend did not go well. The pantry challenge is going okay. I still ate out more than I would have liked to, but less than I used to, if that makes sense. So it's not about perfection. It's about doing the best that you can, and then just trying to build on that. So instead of saying, well, I ate out yesterday, so I broke the rules, so then I'll just eat out tonight. No, it's me like, okay, I did that, and then you just like move forward. And then you try to figure out, why did you eat out? Like, was it a special event? Was it a pre-planned situation? Were you having a bad day? Like, what was the motivation behind whatever it is that you did? So something that I talk about a lot is I'm really not a good cook, so I really have to keep it simple, which is fine. So the other thing is too, which I'm sure a lot of you do, I work full time, I volunteer a lot, I'm heavily involved with my extended family, I'm on a weight loss journey, so I'm really trying to, I work out, and it's hard to stay on the weight loss journey if you're eating out all the time too. So there's that. So the pantry challenge part has gone a little bit better, but then I was buying a lot more grocery type items than I should have been, which I'm not berating myself or anything. This is how we learn, and this, you can't go from like December 31st from buying whatever you want to not spending a dime. So my no spend challenge really started in March, so just like 4 days ago. So I posted a video of my Walmart haul, and so my budget was $27. So my budget every month for grocery household items is going to be $20. That one was $27 because I just happened to have $7 extra in like my change jar. But it was dollar bills, but I had it in like a jar. And I figured, since it was the first official no spend month, then I would just do the extra $7. It's not a big deal. So, so if you guys haven't checked out that video, you could see that I went to the farmer's market and I picked up apples, and I got a huge box of apples for $7. And then I spent, I think, like $16 at Walmart. So then I have a little bit of money left, not very much, a few bucks. And then if let's say I just don't use that money, then that'll roll over until the next month. So I get paid on the 10th and the 25th. So how I made it when I did my budget is that the $20 comes out of my 25th, my paycheck that comes out on the 25th. So I'll get $20. Now, how am I going to do that? If you've been watching my channel for a while, you see my freezers are full. My pantry is absolutely stuffed. The bigger question would be more like household items. So my husband and I don't share money. His money is his money. My money is my money. We split the rent. I pay electric, he pays the internet, he pays for health insurance, I pay for our car insurance. Like, we have a system that works for us. So he's in charge of buying toilet paper. So some stuff like that, he buys the toilet paper. We don't really use paper towels. I actually have a few rolls of paper towels that I got for free. But we just don't go through paper towels, so that's like a non-issue. Laundry detergent, I make it, and I usually make my laundry detergent once a year and a half, and so that's a non-issue. Napkins, like paper products of any kind, like we use cloth napkins, so that's a non-issue. Female products, I use a Diva cup, so buying tampons or pads, feminine hygiene products, that's really a non-issue. A lot of stuff is just really a non-issue for us. Something that I do buy that's very important for me is I buy vitamins. So my vitamins are not a part of our food household budget. That's separate money that I just have set aside because I am a long-time sufferer of migraines and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. So I have vitamins that I take every single day that help with that kind of stuff. So for me, those are an absolute necessity. So those are not a part of my food budget. Another thing is too, I take a fiber supplement. I have IBS, and I've suffered from it for my entire life. So I have to take a fiber supplement to help with that. So it doesn't matter how much water I drink, doesn't matter how much fibrous foods I eat, I have to take a fiber supplement. So stuff like that, it's like when you're doing your no spend challenge, you get to decide what's a priority. Because I did talk about that before. Like, I've seen some people where their case of Diet Coke is like their mommy necessity, or their creamer, or whatever it is. And you have to be careful because you don't want to be saying that about everything, because the whole point of a no spend challenge is like, what can we really get away without getting? And that's why you're doing the pantry, and that's why I'm doing the pantry and freezer challenge with that. So for me, the only things that are like necessities are for medical reasons. So my fiber supplement is a medical reason, and my vitamins are a medical reason, so those are not going to be included. Other than that, most things are really a non-issue. So that $20 will be to get things like to maybe go along with other things, or to spice up different meals that we're having. Also, like something that I do that's really good for the freezer challenge is I think it really helps you think outside the box. So something that I talk about like in my personal life with people is like, I have a friend and she watches my channel. She literally goes to the store like every day. It's like almost every single day she's at the Walmart. And it's just because, like, let's say she has hot dogs, but then she realizes she doesn't have hot dog buns. She will go to the Walmart to pick up just hot dog buns. And if that's what you do, that's your business. But I'm not going to do that. So my husband, or anybody that's lived with me for any extended amount of time, knows I'm not going to the store just to pick up buns. If you want to have hot dogs, we either are going to eat them without bread or with sandwich bread. That's just me. I like hot dog buns too. I'm a regular person, but for me, my time is worth more than going to the store to pick up those hot dog buns. So whether you're doing a pantry challenge or not, it's about planning ahead. So let's say you're not doing a pantry challenge. That's why it's so important to do a shopping list before you go to the grocery store. And that's why it's also important to do a menu. I don't do a menu, but that's because, like, when I cook stuff, I cook it in mass quantities and then usually eat it over many, many days. But especially if you've got a bunch of people in your house, in and out, doing a menu plan is really good. But I always do a shopping list. I never step foot in a store without a shopping list. Well, of course, unless I'm going to, like, the outlet store, like, because you have no idea what they're going to have. But I will still bring a list of things, like, that if I found them really cheap, then I could stock up on them. So that's something. A pantry challenge really teaches you what you can do without and what you can't. And that's the part that I really like. So I have lots of stuff. Um, so the pantry challenge part of it is going amazing. The no spend part is not so amazing for me. That's the thing. That's the part that I struggle with. Versus maybe you doing this. Maybe the buying stuff is not a challenge for you, but it's like more like, how do I come up with? I've got this freezer full of food and this cupboard full of food. How do I make this work without going to the store? Because I think like we're so used to that instant gratification, and that like I want it so I'm going to have it. Like I want hot dog buns so I'm going to go to the store. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but if you're doing that every day, multiple times a day, you know, it's like then you're not learning, like your kids or whoever you live with are not learning to like do without. And I think sometimes we think if we're doing without, then we're being punished, and it's not a punishment. It's just, you know, if you have to have the hot dog buns, put the hot dogs in the freezer, and then when you go to the store next time, make sure that it's on the list, and then make sure you have a spare in the freezer or whatever. So it's really important to, you know, think about why you're doing the pantry challenge, why you're doing the no spend challenge. And so that's something that I had to do. Like I was like, why am I doing this? I spend way too much money at the store. Yes, I'm buying discounted goods, but I have so much stuff that I don't have any more room in my freezer, which is a blessing. Thank God. I'm immensely blessed. But I don't need to keep spending money when I have all this stuff. So long and the short of it is, I have failed the pantry challenge, no spend challenge thus far. But I believe that every day is a fresh start. Every day is a new opportunity to change your life, to change your situation, to do better, to try harder. And I'm not beating myself up about it. You know what I mean? It's like, in January and February, I did go grocery shopping more than I should have. And I spent money that I shouldn't have spent. And I didn't need to spend. That's the bigger thing. It's not like there was no food in the house. There was. And I ate out more than I wanted to. But I'm not beating myself up about it. You know, it's like that. It's my pantry challenge and it's my no spend challenge. And I get to dictate what the rules are. And I get to dictate the circumstances of the rules. And I think you just, with any goal, you have to really be thinking, why am I doing this? What is the point of doing this? And so that's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying to pay some stuff off. And if I can do that by eating at home with the great stuff that I already have, why not? It's a great thing to do. So if anybody is still doing the pantry challenge, or just started a pantry challenge, or just finished a pantry challenge, tips and tricks for everybody in the comments would be amazing. And I like my channel to be full disclosure. You know, it's like, I failed, and you know what? That's okay. And it doesn't have to be January 1st for you to have a goal. It could be any time. And you could fail a goal, and then you could get back on and try. You know, it's the same thing like with my weight loss. I haven't failed. I just fell off the wagon for a little while, and then you get back on, and you just, you know, you don't want to give up. You want to like see where you messed up, see what you can change, and then do it, you know, and just keep that goal in mind and why you're doing it, and proceed. So I did fail, but that's okay, and I'm gonna do so much better this month, and I cannot wait to do an update with you guys at the end of the month. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please consider subscribing and joining me on my Pantry No Spend Challenge. All right, guys, until next time, bye.